Unless they hear the name or whatever, yo, he messing with Mousy. He dealing with Mousy. And that was another thing that gave me like a big status. That I was with her. And being so young, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She gave me status. She gave me prestige as being with her because she was someone that people knew and that older dudes that was getting money was trying to get with. And now you got this young cat driving the 190, the Subaru. He must be putting his work in. So that got me status, not just with the fellas, but with the females too.
Females also.
Yeah, because the young cat, the young chicken heads was like, oh, he hitting the big rooster. He hitting the big one. So he must be something. And that's how I came, because she used to let me hold a jury. I used to wear like the jury. She had like old jury from her boyfriend, guy that's in jail. Good brother. I talked to him on the phone one time. And so I used to wear like some of his chains and all. Fun, just trying to get on. Just trying to put it down. Lay the game down. So that also gave me like a status and all that, dealing with her.
I know I have a lot of subscribers, my age and younger, that watch my videos on YouTube. Hopefully you guys learn from the mistakes of the people we cover. It's all about learning what not to do. And I try to give game that never was given to me, especially about these females. Now, we all love females. We all love being around them. We all love having fun with them. But one thing about playing the game is that if you could dish it, you better be able to take it. Prime example. So what you just heard, what Alpo said about Guy Fisher. Alpo messing around with Guy Fisher's girl while he was away in prison. You heard how excited he was to tell that. You could hear it in his voice. I wonder if he would be that excited to tell the story about Demencio and his girl. But you heard him, how he tried to act like nobody knew who Guy Fisher was in that audio. Like, it's crazy how these guys play things off. But anyways, tables always turn. Guy Fisher was hitting Nikki Barnes' chick. Now, there's a story about Guy Fisher's chick being ran through by Alpo. Alpo chick was getting ran through. The next guy chick probably was getting ran through. And so on and so on. It happens to the best of them. It's all part of the game. The best thing you could do is just keep it player. There's a lot of ego that comes into play, especially if she was once yours. And you found out the guy that has less and done less and got it for nothing. It's kind of an insult if you're a boss and she runs off with a worker. I mean, Alpo, he was young, he was doing this thing, but during that time, his paper wasn't like Guy's. And it was pretty obvious it wasn't about the money because she was taking care of Alpo, letting him drive the cars and stuff. I'm pretty sure she was cutting them checks. Now, Guy Fisher compared to Alpo was night and day. We're talking about two different styles here. Both men selling drugs, but Guy was selling heroin and Alpo sold crack. Guy was rocking suits. Alpo wasn't into all that. And of course, we all know the two different eras plays into their style. Guy would pull up in a limo. Alpo would pull up on a motorcycle doing wheelies. Young, wild, and free. But Alpo was out of pocket for wearing another man's chain, though, I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't even drive another man's car. Like, I didn't even like driving my own girl car. I always wanted to take my own when we would go out. It just doesn't feel right. Like, it really feels like it's not yours. So Guy Fisher was convicted in 1984, and Alpo said he was messing around with his girl in 1985. So damn, she wasn't wasting no time. But good thing that wasn't his wife. And to keep it 100, that probably was one of Guy Fisher's girls. Guy was a player. We ain't taking nothing from him. We ain't taking nothing away from him. But at the end of the day, fellas need to learn from these stories because a female could be a downfall. I don't care if you're a working man. I don't care if you're a gangster. These females going to have their fun. And you'll only get finesse if you're not moving correctly. And and everybody get they chick hit. That's the worst thing you could say, is my chick will never leave. My chick can never, no dude can never take my chick. That's the biggest lie you could tell yourself. I don't care if she got your name tatted, man. For real, you really got to just put yourself first, play to win, go on your vacations, take care of yourself. And if she earned that spot to be a baby mom, if she earned that spot to be the wifey, do what you gotta do. But as far as, wife and any chick, treating them like a queen, happy wife, happy life, that's just a myth, man. You just gonna lose at the end of the day. So, keep it player, have your fun, move on. And, you know, let the next man get his turn, because the next man definitely going to get his turn. It's definitely not yours. So, you know, I'm not here to corrupt anyone's brain, but, man, just move smart. Put yourself first. Make sure your pocket's right. And you're going to win at the end of the day, man, with these females. Females going to come with that money that you're making. And, you know, these hustlers, that just tells you how these hustlers, it don't matter how much money you got. You can always get your chick taken. You see what happened to Floyd Mayweather? He had a little badge on, Miss Jackson. You know, Floyd Mayweather, his money long, but he ended up losing her to Nelly, the rapper Nelly. And, you know, Floyd Mayweather paper is way longer than Nelly. And that's a big ego thing. So that's why Floyd Mayweather, you'll see him with like 10 chicks now, because he's like, I'm not putting myself back in that position. You know, I'm gonna have these chicks around me. No chick's gonna embarrass me. And you know, he just keep getting his chicks taken. He got his chick taken by Ray J. Well, I don't think Ray J took his chick, but you know, Ray J ended up messing with a chick the chick was really part of his lineup. So I don't know what you want to call that, but that just shows you, man, money doesn't matter to these females, man, for real. If they like you, they think you handsome, you could be a bartender, you could smash the boss's wife. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories about the boss's wife getting hit by the worker. And there's a lot of shootings and a lot of beefs, you know, came from females, you know. It's the females out here going from man to man and, you know, messing with the dude ops. And people don't take it out on the female. They take it out on the man. They want to fight the man. You're supposed to check the female first. They stay with the female and check the man. What, you going to fight every dude that comes at the female? No, that's not play at all. So I want everybody just to learn. Keep it moving. Keep it playing. I can say it 100 times.